Hey guys, so about a month ago I got invited to the opening event for the Global Rail Signaling Showroom situated at Thales' North Toronto offices. Thales builds rail signaling systems as well as other transit-related products for systems around the world. With their global signaling headquarters in Toronto and their new showroom, it aims to show off some of the history as well as the new technology being deployed by Thales in their transit projects worldwide. Let's head there to take a look. Now you might know Thales as the creators of the system that controls the automatic Vancouver SkyTrain, but they also are working on the major 4 lines modernization project in London, which is among the largest resignaling projects in the world, as well as the Finch West LRT project right here in Toronto. Upon arriving at the event and having some very lovely transit-themed drinks, the night was officially opened by a few speeches delivered from speakers from both Thales and Mars, who partnered with Thales in a 5G deployment test in the Montreal-Toronto corridor. Once the showroom had been officially opened, we took a look around at some of the interesting history and technology on display. One wall was dedicated to the history of Thales' communications-based train control system and its deployment around the world. You can notice the Vancouver SkyTrain here. Another section of the showroom was dedicated to showing off some of the onboard and offboard train equipment used by the CBTC system, including vehicle onboard computer systems and wayside equipment. It's really impressive to see how refined these systems have become, but I suppose it comes with the fact that they've been deployed so broadly around the world, in literally hundreds of cities. Next up was 2 very cool tech demos. The first was a demonstration of a super low latency high-speed link sending data between Toronto and Montreal using 5G. As it turns out, Thales has partnered with a bunch of other companies as well as government organizations to conduct deployments of 5G technology in Quebec and Ontario through a program called Encore. 5G will be particularly relevant to transit systems given its ability to connect both signaling systems and mobile devices with low latency. Following that, one of the coolest things we got to see at Thales was a VR simulation of a train operating on the New York subway. While VR and simulations of train operations are not particularly unique, the way Thales created this simulated environment is very interesting. In order to achieve the super high accuracy with regard to rail and tunnel structures, the company actually deployed LiDAR scanners, those little spinning laser sensors you see on top of self-driving cars, to the front of a train and drove them along the entire test route. This allowed them to create a simulation that perfectly mirrors the track geometry and the tunnel structure, down to tiny imperfections in the concrete of the tunnel walls. Finally, we were escorted into a dark room in which we checked out several super immersive multimedia presentations on the CBCC technology and operations worldwide. The room was covered in projectors which projected images on virtually every surface, including models placed in the middle of the room. The whole experience was very impressive, and I found out that Thales has actually started to deploy automated operations inside yards in some systems, which feels very futuristic. Overall, this trip to Thales' global rail signaling headquarters and showroom was very cool. It's surprising to me how extensive our rail industry and expertise is in Canada and even just in Toronto. In terms of automatic signaling, there's really no better time for Thales to be opening something like this, with the automated REM and Ontario line moving forward. ATC upgrades are also going on various lines across the country and in the TTC. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a bit about Thales' role in Canadian transit infrastructure and projects currently going on. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to learn more about this. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and buy us a token on Ko-fi if you'd like to support us in making more videos for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.